Always on time.
He's a wizard.
Yeah,
He's
Taylor's
a motherfucking wizard.
Right? Yeah. Yeah, he only shows up when he needs to.
Taylor is a motherfucking wizard.
Oh, hey, everybody. It's a pre-show where we talk about what we're going to do in the show. That's what it says down at the bottom. Yeah, so yeah, I got my star screen.
You leaned back and you went, ah, and you leaned back in your chair and your chair went, ah.
I got my star screen. I do have 3 alley vipers, 2 bats, and a gung ho.
And a partridge in a pear tree.
On the way. And I do have the it's the Cobra Officer, Spirit, and Storm Shadow also on the way, but they're not going to be available until July, so they're not going to get here.
Now that Storm Shadow, is it the Cobra Storm Shadow or the G.I. Joe Storm Shadow?
It's Cobra Storm Shadow.
Okay, so it's
I really like the Spirit versus Storm Shadow angle a lot more than Snake Eyes. Snake Eyes got popular and ninjas were popular, so they kind of
it was the 80s.
They
mistakes were made.
Mistakes definitely were made. Everybody loves and is really infamous, Snake Eyes as a ninja, and I get it. Ninjas are cool. But Snake Eyes as a commando is way cooler. And Spirit versus Storm Shadow was totally eclipsed once Storm Shadow and Snake Eyes started doing their thing. So that's neither here nor there. But I also went and got some Extreme Sets dioramas ordered today. And they'll be here in a month or two. So then I'll have my whole shelf over here. Which one? This one. All my G.I. Joes are going to be looking so pretty. And I'm going to take pictures. I'm going to post them all around. I'm very excited. So. But yeah, we are here to talk about comics, and we are going to talk about comics pretty soon. Yeah, Taylor's kind of late, but I mean, we might as well just get along with it. You got anything you want to add? Oh, there he is. Just right in.
Like I told you earlier, I found a bunch of bats at Target last week.
Nice.
And this coffee that I ordered come in today, and now my whole house. Yeah.
Maxwell House. Is that what you said? Because you don't have to order that. You can just go to the grocery store and get Maxwell House.
Yeah, but this is a nice specialty blend that I wanted.
Of Maxwell House.
No, Maxwell House is shit.
That's what I was about to say.
I'm glad I didn't miss anything important here. But
my whole house,
like a coffee guy.
My whole house smells like coffee, and I haven't even cracked the bag open yet.
Wow. That's some good shit, man. You got the bean, bro.
Yeah.
You got the
cold brew this stuff up.
Oh, home brew.
Cold brew this stuff up and then carbonate it and have coffee soda.
Wow, really?
Yeah.
That's what you're going to do with it?
That's what I'm going to do with it.
Man, that's weird. All right, how's everything else otherwise? You do anything cool this week? Anything you want to talk about? Nothing? That's great. Well, let's do it. We're talking about comics, y'all. Let's get into it. Y'all ready?
Yes.
I should have done the G.I. Joe one since you're talking about G.I. Joe. But I did this one because
I would like to get myself...
Love that.
I would like to get some of these G.I. Joe classified figures, but I mostly want like the Cobra rank and file.
Like Major Blood and Zark.
No, just like multiple Viper and bats.
That's what I'm getting. I got 2 infantry. Yeah, that's what I'm getting.
Are they?
Got 3 fucking ninjas.
Are they gonna have a Snow Serpent?
You know what? Snow Serpent will be dope. He didn't even miss Starscream. Hey, Andy, we missed you last night, buddy. But yeah, he saw it last night. He saw Starscream last night. The Starscream is freaking dope.
Yeah, Coronation Starscream, pretty rad.
Yeah, he's got a cape, and I was showing it off a little while ago. The cape actually has, you see that articulation, so that it looks like it's kind of flowing in the wind, or he's like, brandishing his, Phantom of the Opera type shit.
I am a vampire transformer. I want to suck your energon.
I will forever associate dramatic cape flourishes with the tuxedo mask from Sailor Moon.
Yeah.
But you didn't do anything.
Yeah, popularized by that meme, yeah.
All right, we're talking about comics, y'all. I gotta push the right button here. That's not the right button. Damn it! Where's the button? There it is, y'all.
You're gonna
Gomer's
lose us
great
viewers
son's
putting
birthday
your ugly
yesterday.
face on
Awesome.
the screen.
Happy birthday. Is
Gomer's
that a picture of your
birthday.
son there? 'Cause
nemesis is a button.
Is that a picture of your son? Because he wouldn't have missed nothing. He too little. He wouldn't have missed it if you were listening. Just kidding. We're talking about all the new books.
You're such an
We're
asshole,
gonna
Gomer.
traumatize
I
this
know.
child.
I am.
Not the child, they're just being rude to the father here. I'm assuming the kiddo is not listening to us. If
No,
so, you
it's
should
like-
probably not have us.
It's like,
yeah.
oh, we got so many listeners. Let's offend Andy, like one of our best viewers. We'll just chase him off. He's here every damn day when we're streaming. Anyway, we're talking about new books coming out this week. These books all come out tonight at midnight because they're distributed by Lunar. Go get them. And I guess it's weird because now Oni is over there, Oni Press.
Yeah.
It almost feels like we have to go through, all of the books here because Lunar won't update their website and make it so that we can just look at the DC books. Anyway, whatever. We'll skip these. Annotated Sandman. That's pretty rad. Annotated.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
I'd be interested in that. Like, normally I wouldn't necessarily want to get into like director's cuts for various books, but this one I actually would be interested in because there's a lot of lore and it really is carried by its writing for the most part. The art is fine in most of the books, except for Overture. That's the only one. It's got J.H. Williams III drawing it. That's the only one where the art is at the same level, Yeah.
Yeah. Andy brings up a good point about the new show, Sandman Show. I am also excited to see that, just to see how it comes out. I know the story; it's never going to be better than the comic, but
perhaps
I
not.
like
But
Watchmen.
it'll adapt better to a TV show better than a movie. So yeah, I'm curious to see what they're going to do.
Yeah.
Sure. And then Watchmen does both. Here's a movie, and then here's your TV show. And they're both
one of those was significantly better than the others.
I have a newfound appreciation for the Watchmen movie. It's okay.
Good for you, but
at least
okay,
there's nobody
still
calling for a
endorsement.
Snyder cut of the Watchmen movie.
There already is. There's like a 4-hour cut of that. There's a long ass cut of that movie. All like the Black Freighters animated shit?
Okay,
There's
so the Justice League movie being the so-called Snyder cut is a unique circumstance. Most of the time, they just call it a director's cut, which, that exists.
Yeah.
It's the Snyder cut. Oh, look who decided to jump in this week.
Was
Adam.
What the hell?
I don't even know where to put you because we're
heathens in traffic and get here in time today.
Nice. Look at his shirt. He's still in his work shirt.
Hell yeah.
Awesome. We were just getting into Batman. Did you read Shadow War Alpha this week?
Of course I read Shadow War Alpha.
Dude, it was awesome.
It was awesome. Batman is the worst dad.
Oh, Batman's worst.
Worst. Hey, did you read Deathstroke Inc. the week before that?
No.
Do you know Respawn's origin?
No.
He is a clone of Damian, but instead of Batman as the father, it's Slade as the father.
Oh, so it takes a little route like they did with like the Justice League the Justice League movie where like Zod replaced Kal-El DNA.
I guess I don't.
I hadn't seen that.
I don't remember.
Damian's got a half brother. That's kind of a
basically, but also he's been like the tortured half brother that nobody knows about, and so whenever Damian, he has Slade's healing factor, so whenever Damian got injured or anything, they would cut organs out of him like Deadpool, and use those to help Damian. So he has this huge grudge against Damian now.
Man, no wonder. Like, that's pretty fucked up.
Yeah, awesome.
Man, this is where we miss Adam. Adam had all this context that we needed.
So much context, man. But yeah, this should be good. Batman 122 continuing the whole Shadow War, which was awesome. Here's another big winner over here at DC. Colin Kelly, Jackson Lanzig, with Max Dunbar doing the art.
Mm-hmm. I'm actually going to check this out. I really like the last run of Batman Beyond. This is a completely different team than the last run, but
yeah,
I always give Batman Beyond a try. It's fun, and then they also had a little short in that Urban Legends book that wasn't too bad.
Yeah, the Super Pets going on in Urban Legends right now is great by Russell. It's fantastic. Really cool Christian Ward cover here for that Batman book.
That has a very Alex Ross vibe to it.
Oh, really? You think? That's cool.
It's a little painted. Yeah, I could see
for the color palette. I would say for sure.
Yeah,
but I don't know if that really matches like the Neo Gotham look, it being so like Technicolor,
Yeah, no,
blues and purples.
Killing Time which is so weird. Tom King, Dave Marquez. The first issue, I hated it. I'll just be honest. It jumped around from like all these different times.
I forgot this existed.
Tom King has
Yeah.
really kind of jumped the shark for me.
It's not that it's bad. It's just
ever since
feels
Batman Catwoman,
disjointed.
he can't get his his timing right.
groove.
Or
Yeah, it's like, or he purposely messes up the timing. You know,
I don't know. Yeah, it's weird.
There's definitely a problem there with him, man. Anyway,
He's
moving
trying
on.
some
Well,
experimental
Human
stuff,
Target
and
has
it's-
been pretty solid, but
for sure,
Yes.
for sure.
Oh yeah. I'm not saying he's all bad.
Some comic tags for Scout Comics. We'll move on past that. Cult of Icarus, #1, second printing from Scout. With Cult of Icarus #1 coming up, and then a bunch of these death metal
Soundtrack special editions.
Yeah, it's like you get a little. Remember in the cereal, you used to get like a little record. It was like
Yeah.
vinyl. It was, but not hard vinyl, just real cheap made. So yeah, it's coming with a special edition, like single, flexi single is what they call it. Because what I called it sounds ridiculous. Really garbage records. Anyway, a bunch of those coming out. Death, the deluxe edition, as we keep moving forward with all of this Sandman stuff, because Sandman is on the way. I mean, if you don't have it, you might as well get it. It's good.
yeah, I mean, this falls in that category we so often say. We're like, if you don't already have Sandman or Death, is this the high price of living or?
Well, yeah, I think so.
Yeah. Well, anyway, this
two
is
of them. It's the high cost of living and the time
Okay,
of your
okay.
life. Yeah, it's both.
yeah. But anyway, so yeah, this is another example. If you don't already have this, it's probably worth checking out.
Yeah. I mean, Newbery Award winner. Distorted #2 from Scout. Kind of a brutal horror stuff. And then this Earth Prime, where they're taking all the TV show characters and putting them into comics. This is way too late. Okay, at the height of the Arrowverse, these
Oh,
would have
yeah,
hit
this is like-
hard.
This is like 2-3 years way too late.
Even more
Oh,
than
yeah.
that, man.
Probably more than that. Probably like 5
Yeah.
at this point.
I mean,
Aren't
that
we
first-
10 years in on the Arrowverse at this
something
point?
like
I think
that,
so.
dude. That first crossover they did with all the shows were crossing over, even more before Supergirl got involved. This would have been better. By the time Supergirl was involved, and they did like that Nazi one with Earth, whatever, where they were all Nazis or whatever that was. It was too late. The comics, and I think it's too late now. I think it's too
It
late.
is weird that this is just now coming out, though, because it seems like such low-hanging fruit for them
sure.
to have a comic tie-in to their comic TV show,
Yeah. This isn't something different. This is actually a
Really?
prequel that has already been released. It's the 2011 3-issue series, Flashpoint Beyond.
But it's all of it though.
It's all of it together. And then this is sort of, in time for Flashpoint Beyond, which is going to be like the
Hey,
origin
that's a great
story.
book. This is another one where if you haven't read,
Oh, sure.
yeah, that Night of Vengeance book is great.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a little. I'm kind of sick of Flashpoint at this point.
Oh,
That's
just
fair.
don't
I
do
mean,
that.
Flash,
This
We got a movie on the way.
Flashpoint.
yeah, Flashpoint itself was pretty shitty, but it had a lot of pretty good tie-ins,
Gil, this actually looks pretty good. It is an Ahoy Comics. Again, Lunar getting all this good distribution. There's a time travel portal. There's like an old lady time travel police, and they don't alter the past, so it's sort of like they are altering the past. The preview looks pretty good. Morissette's a good writer or a good artist, so I'm gonna read that. Mr. Miracle, The Source of Freedom hardcover. I don't know if anybody got that. Monkey Prince, you still on this, Taylor? Or did you jump off Monkey Prince?
I just read the first issue.
Yeah,
I'm
it's
still
not for
on
me.
it. I mean, I like.
It's an all ages sort of book. Just not
It
for
sort of is. It's definitely something
was
that I've
solid.
read before.
The
but-
second issue, it was less of a conscious choice and more of it just kind of got lost in the shuffle that week,
Yeah,
It wasn't like high on my radar to pick up.
yeah. Great in-hook lead cover there. Even though those two characters are fighting each other in the book. Moving on.
Only for a little while.
1-Star Squadron, penultimate issue. Really excited for this book.
Definitely one of the few DC books I'm looking forward to this week.
Yeah, even if it's a filler issue, the filler issues for Mark Russell are usually the best ones when he's just allowed to go and do whatever the hell he wants inside like this micro sort of universe that he's been able to build for a few issues. Flintstone had at least 2 issues like that where they were nothing, it was just this thing going on in the Flintstones universe that he had built, and it was only like an 8-issue series. So
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to this. It's a good book. Robin finally collected. You can jump in now, Taylor.
Hell yeah.
Yeah,
Time to
Robin,
get in on that action that you guys
Yeah.
have been talking about for like
It's
a year
way
now.
late. It's way late. Suicide Squad number 14 still going. A couple variants there, and Bad Blood getting collected.
Man, okay,
think
talk
that's
about
just
those
about it.
crossovers. That War for Earth 3 crossover was
It's lame.
total dog shit.
It was lame, dude. I
It
only
was
read the
dog
first
shit.
issue. What was it in? It wasn't even in Suicide Squad. It was in something else.
I accidentally picked up an issue of the crossover just because I was picking
Flash.
up Flash.
Oh, yeah,
yeah.
you're reading Flash, yeah.
It was the
Yeah, that was-
epilogue of that previous arc, which is what I picked it up for. But then it was all this other stuff. It's like, well, I have no idea what this is talking about. And
That was
I'm,
by far the best
yeah.
issue of the entire crossover.
The
I'll
Wonder
take your word
Woman-
for it because I was not invested enough to
Yeah.
seek out the other issues, you know?
The Wonder Woman one is good, but like Taylor said last week or the week before, it's kind of bogging down trying to explain itself to people who haven't been keeping up with the event. And it's like, when you got to fire and forget it, you got to leave them people behind.
Donny
if they're
Cates
gonna be
this shit.
behind. Yeah, Donny Cates that shit. But this Batman one, this Shadow War, this is turning out, to look pretty damn good. So Aquaman, I mean, there's so many fucking events going on at DC
Aquaman's
right
not
now.
an
It's
event. That's just an
insane.
ongoing book.
It feels weird. It's crossing over into shit, or at least it did. Legendary edition of We Don't Kill Spiders. And then we have the Wonder Woman Historia. First issue, very good art by Gene Ha. First issue came out in like November. This book's like quarterly or something. Maybe even more than
It has been a minute.
Yeah, it's,
I remember you
Just like
talking
that,
about this
other
the week it
history
came
of
out.
DC, it's just
yeah.
comes out like
Whenever
every
it
other
wants.
month. It's just
Yeah.
a big prestige book.
Yeah, the last issue, that was 6 weeks late.
Yeah.
The other history. So still a solid book. Fantastic art in that. And a cool Becky Cloonan cover.
oh yeah.
Yeah, very cool. Very cool. That's an extra big, extra expensive book, though. And then World of Krypton, I am not following it just because I don't really care about the story. But I do like Michael Avon Oeming a whole lot. His art's great. The story just, who cares? I've seen it. I've been there. I've been to Krypton and back. I was there when it blew up.
Yeah. Man, I
5
read
times.
almost like every DC book, and I'm not even reading this shit.
Yeah,
Like,
dude. Yeah.
what's
All
there
right,
to tell?
Yeah, exactly. All right, moving on to everybody else. These books comes out on the 6th. That's Wednesday, Tuesday at midnight. So, Firepower finally back. Took like 2 months off, Dave.
Yeah, it's been a hot minute.
It's pretty good. New story arc. It's
Yeah.
basically suburban ninja sort of shit.
I kind of feel it's kind of got a kung fu vibe to it.
It does. It does. Because he was just roaming amongst the people,
Yeah.
doing kung fu. But it's also got like this nuclear family angle to it. So, anyway, that's a winner. Lego, finally. It's finally here, y'all. Lego Ninjago.
I got to get
Drive
all the variant covers.
Finally, this
I
is what
mean-
I've been waiting for.
It is what it is. Okay. It looks just fine for exactly what it is, which is Legos. Okay. It's Legos.
Hey,
It's
And
Legos
then-
Legos,
great.
bro.
Well, how often do we see a Lego comic book, and how often do we see like this kind of property showing up at Image?
Oh, we'll see 2 more by the end of the year. That's what I'm thinking. Transformers and G.I. Joe. That's where they're going to end up. That's the rumor.
Yeah.
Anyway, Little Monsters.
I
great
am
book.
looking forward to this issue.
Yeah,
here.
Jeff Lemire, Dustin to Win. First issue kind of leaned us into the story. This one should really put some meat on the bone. It's post-apocalypse, and literally. It's post-apocalypse, and there's a bunch of little kids who happen to be vampires living it out, waiting on the master to come. And it appeared that the first time the master has come back was at the end of the last issue. Maybe not. We're not sure.
What happened at the end of the first issue is basically a human showed up.
They're going to eat him.
They're gonna snack on him.
They're going to eat him. Loaded Bible, Blood for My Blood. Not a terrible book, but just not my thing. Monkey Meat. Dave's been enjoying this. Sort of a comedy anthology
Yeah,
sort of book. It's fun. Radiant Red. I know you're all over this shit.
I am gonna pick
They got
this up.
3 books now in this universe.
Yeah,
Radiant Universe. It's
Yeah.
kicking off.
It's weird.
this is going to be the
Hey,
the
good
one
for
with
them.
the high.
Good for Kyle
no,
Higgins.
For sure. Darko La Fuente. That's a cool
Yeah,
name. So there you go. And
Love
then, of
that.
course, Spawn and Walking Dead. It wouldn't be a week at.
it wouldn't be Image without Spawn and Walking
They
Dead.
didn't get a
They got to
Spawn
pay
and
the
The
rent,
Walking
you know.
Dead. that's how they pay to run.
These are the books that pay for all the other books. So yeah.
Yep.
The only thing
Dark
of
Horse.
note is the
Go ahead.
Apache delivery company.
That's all they got.
service.
Only thing of note. That's all they got. Period. EC Archives. Who's reading that old shit?
I mean, it's literally something that only a comic book historian would pick up, and this.
Yeah.
So yes, this is what they got going on this week.
Yeah. Still
that,
a good series. I'm
That
still
delivery
2 issues
service
behind.
was pretty good.
Yeah, I'm like 3 issues behind on that now. So, moving on to IDW, they do have the Rocketeer book coming out. Rocketeer is a fun franchise. Steve Mooney's doing the writing and the art. Cool cover there. I love that. Ready to punch.
You know, I'm hoping that we kind of see some dividends from this little Rocketeer revival people seem to be attempting. Aren't they
I would
doing
love
like
to
a
see
Disney
a-
Plus show or something?
I would like to see a Disney
Possibly.
Plus movie. We got enough Disney Plus shows. Okay,
I
everything
would
is a
like
Disney
for
fucking
more
Plus show.
pulpy stuff like that to start coming back. You know,
I would
Yeah.
too.
a little bit more
Yeah.
wacky out there.
I
Have some
would
more
like-
fun with this stuff.
I would like to see a Rocketeer and Roger Rabbit shared universe.
Oh wow, that would.
David,
I don't know about
no,
that.
that's
He's
a terrible
not wrong.
idea.
I mean, I would.
He is
They-
wrong. That
they
sounds
are-
terrible.
It'd
They
be hard
are-
to do that.
What the
But
fuck do
they-
they have to do with each other? One's like a pulpy like 40s hero, and the other one's just like
Like a pulpy 40s.
he's
noir.
not pulpy at all. He's just a boilerplate cartoon character. I mean,
No, like the Roger
Hey,
Rabbit. movie.
Valiant is maybe pulpy,
Yeah, the
but
Roger
not fucking
Rabbit
Roger
movie.
Rabbit.
The Roger Rabbit movie could be a fun setting for that. But the cool part about Roger Rabbit is all the extras you get to do. You know, it's like an Easter egg hunt, looking for all these properties and things like that. Anyway, yeah, Rocketeer is cool. Star Trek Mirror War #5. I'm looking forward to this. We're at the halfway point. They finally took possession of the big fleet, the shipyard, and Admiral Picard is now going to go and kick some fucking ass. It's a great series. It's just really fun for TNG fans, you know? I love it. Anyway,
Now,
go ahead. Yes.
I do have a question related to Star Trek.
Ooh,
If
awesome.
you're watching that Picard series, does it take
I'm
place
not.
in the mirror universe?
No, it's not. I have been
No.
keeping up with it, but I am not watching. But no, it's not the mirror universe. It's sort of a side universe where, like a what if universe.
Okay.
Yeah, not where humans are just totally mirrored, you know, different. This is like what would have happened if. I think. I'm not watching. I watched the first episode and it was good, and then my subscription ran out. But this month, I do believe I got to get HBO Max because the Batman comes out later this month. So I got to get HBO Max back. But Star Trek, the motion picture, like directors, what did we call it, Taylor? What was it? Like, it wasn't a director's cut. It was like I don't know. It's like a 4K or something.
It's the Snyder.
It's the Snyder
definitive
cut.
edition, something like that.
Yeah.
Well, you need. Does it have more angles of the Enterprise?
That's right. They go around. They make 2 laps around the Enterprise in this one.
It's 17 seconds of additional footage, but oh my god, it's.
I mean,
great.
movies in that time, dude. I mean, we were talking about Superman in this context because in
Yeah, I
Superman,
mean-
Lois flying around, and then
Yeah.
in #2, them blowing for like 5 minutes. in
Yeah,
Metropolis.
people back then, I guess, could get a thrill out of the special effects they were showcasing there, but it's a slog to get through for modern audiences.
I mean, it's
That-
wild. Dude.
That wind blowing scene is absurdly
That
long.
movie
It's like
is still
15
dope.
minutes.
That's
Oh,
the
I love
only
that
director's
movie.
cut where they would actually remove some footage. You know what
I mean, if we're ranking like all the Superman movies, it's high up there, but that's
Oh,
because
that's not
it's just
saying
how-
much,
Yeah,
I
that is a
mean.
low hurdle to clear there.
And I actually was having this conversation with somebody recently. Maybe Superman just isn't good for movies because there hadn't been no good Superman movies. Not great Superman movies. Maybe good. The Christopher Reeves come close, but still, it's got so many problems.
Yeah.
So many problems.
I mean,
Anyway,
the
moving on.
Christopher
I don't
Reeves
know. I
ones are
think
just
he's
hard because
adaptable.
I feel like they're just hokey, right? Like this was back when every superhero movie was like corny as hell, you know?
Yeah, Adam West syndrome.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. All right, moving on. Black Widow. It's kind of bittersweet here because it is Elena Casagrande, but this is the last issue of this book. This is it.
Man, that sucks. This has been one of the best books they've had going, I thought.
It has been fan-fucking-tastic, especially when Elena Casagrande's on art. The
Yeah.
fill-in artist they've had, and it's a regular fill-in. What the hell was his name? He's in another book now. Anyway,
I can't tell the name. I mean, he's good, but
He's
you know,
good.
it's always an impossible task to step into the shoes of someone who not only is like a really great artist, but also has like really defined what this book has been, you know?
Yeah, fantastic book. And I mean, Kelly Thompson ain't no slouch. She had a great story.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, sad to see that go, but it's going to be great. We got a Gwen cover. We got these window shade covers. I'm not even sure why we're doing these. They're pretty cool, actually. I mean, they have.
I mean, that fits for Black Widow reasonably well.
They got everyone for everybody. The Hulk's got one where he's
Yeah,
doing this number. It's weird, but I get it. I don't know.
I guess they heard people complaining about the face covers.
I mean, these are better than that.
That was
these
us.
are absolutely
people.
better than that.
We're people.
We
and
are?
we finally get the Peach Momoko cover we've been looking for this book with the two widows on there. Fucking cool. Cool ass cover.
Cool.
By Momoko.
Yeah, that is one of Momoko's better covers.
Yeah, she's fucking great.
Lately, she's just been doing like profiles, which I don't blame her. But
yeah,
that one's like a full-on.
Yeah, it's
pretty
a
cool
lot
cover.
of detail.
Yeah.
And she's been doing a lot of the interior work for a bunch of those Devil's Day books.
She does all the interior.
I mean, that's
everything.
entirely her project. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
she, of course, is doing the interiors
Yeah.
there.
Captain Marvel Annual is a Torn Gronbeck, a little bit of a favorite around here. He did Valkyries, also did a couple of Thor one-shots, and Carlos E. Gomez. The only reason I bring this book up, though, the Starjammers are in it. And I fucking love the Starjammers. I don't know anybody who hates the Starjammers. It would be stupid.
I mean, they're a fun concept, to be sure.
They're really cool. They're space pirates, bro. I mean, that concept's as old as anything.
Talking about bad dads.
Yeah, dude, right? But this one is supposed to have sort of a critique of the prison system, of the military-industrial complex and the prison system sort of merging there, prison-industrial complex, things like that. So I'll be picking that up. Deadpool Bad Blood. This is the serialization of a original trade paperback. Okay, they came out with a trade, and now they're going to put it in issues, the opposite direction, the old way.
That is
dumb
peculiar.
idea. They should not do that. $6 they're getting us for the Devil's Reign finale. Those a-holes. They know we're going to pick it up. They know
I mean,
if
we
we're this
are.
far
Yeah.
in, they
I
can
mean, at
charge
this
10.
point, yeah.
Yeah,
And
we're
we're
already
still gonna fucking
pretty
get
well
it.
invested in it.
I mean, I do wish that it wasn't $6, but I can't really criticize something that is completely working on me here.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh yeah, it's been great, and that Marco Cicchetto art has always been fantastic.
I'll say it
It's-
again. This is the best work he's ever done. Ever. This event. He's always been good, but he's really just, I don't know if they just gave him time or I don't know, but man, it's amazing work. Amazing work. Also a couple of covers for that. There's the Panosian cover. Bagley connected covers. There was another cover. Oh, it was for an X-Men book. I'll get to it in a minute. I want to make sure everybody sees that. Fantastic 442. I know you've been all over this, T.
yeah, I've been reading Dan Slott's run on this, and this is part of that Reckoning War shit that they've been doing.
The moon is gone.
Yeah, they done blew up the moon, the fuckers.
No more ocean tides
Yeah, but yeah, this has been a fun read.
on the planet. Yeah, it's cool. That one issue I read with the Watcher. that was fantastic.
science done?
Marauders #1. Steve Orlando getting a great book over here with Eleonora Carlini. Haven't ever seen her stuff before, but this looks like, as weird as it is, getting back to basics for the Marauders, who original goal for their team was to sell drugs on the black market and rescue mutants who needed rescuing from countries that didn't have an agreement with Krakoa. And that's what this is. They're going to, find a mutant who's having some problems. Got a new team lineup here. I'm in.
Yeah, I'm in on all the X stuff.
Yeah. We get a bunch of variants. Durso variant.
I mean, we've got the point with the
Wow.
X status quo, right? That like you give it a shot every time they release, at least, especially like a high profile one like this. Like Marauders has been one of their better ones for quite a while now.
But I think, because of Gary Duggan. But I'm still willing to give Steve Orlando a chance. I've read his stuff before and it's good.
I like Steve Orlando.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Great Momoko cover with Psylocke on there. That's the Quanon Psylocke. The other one is Captain Britain now.
Yeah, she's
Track it
Psylocke,
home.
and like Betsy is yeah. So we can call her Psylocke without needing to qualify, I think.
Yeah. Cool Moon Knight book. Moon Knight's super hot right now. Probably never been hotter than right now. Issue number 9 of this. No, issue number 9 last month was the 10th best-selling book of all books at comic book stores. That's hard to do unless you're an X-Man or a Spider-Man or a Batman. Wolverine is included in there.
Yeah,
it's hard to break the top 10, dude.
It is, yeah. There's a permanent slot for like Avengers and Batman and Spider-Man and all them.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's tough competition for that final slot there.
After you get out of issue 3, maybe even 4, the numbers just start dropping. They start dropping off. Also, that top 50 came out today. Ghost Rider number 1 from last month, number 50 on that list. Blew my mind. I would have guessed that easily top 10. Ghost Rider is just one of those characters that everybody fucking knows who that is.
Everybody knows who he is, but he historically has never really sold that well.
That sucks, man.
I mean, there's a reason why he hasn't held his own book for a while.
It's a good book too.
It is, but Ghost Rider usually
all the time.
He's one of those characters that like is always featured in enough other books, I guess, that they don't really give him his own title.
And to be honest, Ghost Rider's popular just because of his look. I mean, people have tattoos of Ghost Rider who've never read the book. He's all over the place.
Yeah, flaming skulls are pretty iconic anyways.
Yeah,
I mean, a 11 or 12-year-old reader has no psychic defenses against a motorcycle dude with a flaming skull head,
Especially nowadays, man. When that came up in the 70s, that was like a lifestyle, the motorcycle. It was like there were movies.
Hell's Angels.
Well, and there was movies. There was that Easy Rider or whatever, that movie.
Yeah.
There was a lot of shit that was revolving around that sort of lifestyle. So, oh well. Just thought it was interesting, how Moon Knight is doing so well, but Ghost Rider is kind of in the dumps. She-Hulk number 3. Been a solid book so far.
It's been okay. That the first issue I thought was pretty good. The last issue was not really a She-Hulk book. It was just explaining what Jack of Hearts has been up to this whole time,
which was odd.
Yeah,
it was very odd. And he hasn't really been up to much. I mean, a little bit, but nothing like really compelling that I feel is going to push the story forward. But I don't know. We'll see. It's still early in that run. Great cover here from She-Hulk number 3, which is like a play off of the come on, Taylor, help me out, the Supreme Court justice who passed away,
Ruth Bader
Ginsburg.
Yeah, so very fun, very cool. Jen's middle name, anybody?
I actually don't know.
Sue.
Okay,
I had to look it up because I looked at the cover earlier. I was thinking about ordering one. Here's another big pickup from fucking Marvel this week. Spider-Punk. This is cool, man. It's a hot spec book one way or the other. The art in it looks great. Cody Ziegler is, pretty good with these sort of fun, out-of-pocket books.
The art style fits kind of the whole punk vibe they're going for, so that's pretty cool.
Exactly.
Yeah, it looks cool.
Yeah, so
I like Cody Ziegler. He did all of those Rick and Morty books.
Yeah, he did a few of those, yeah.
I'm on the fence for this one. I'm not. Oh fuck! It's one of these stupid headshot things.
It actually works okay. It works because his head is so.
It's better than most. At least there's like something going on with like the eyepiece missing. I don't know.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it's telling a little bit of a story. And then the Rock, like, dude, that is just rad.
That's cool.
I love that.
That's a nice
cool.
cover.
I love that, man. That's Maria Wolf. That's going to be a hard to find cover. If you can find that, that's going to be a hot spec book. I'm going to say. A bunch of Star Wars. Strange number 2. Just not my cup of tea. I don't care who the new Doctor Strange is. I just don't care at all. I just don't.
I'm surprised by the timing here, since Doctor Strange has a movie coming out in a couple of months.
Right. I don't know. I don't get it. Maybe they're going to introduce a new character in the movie. Who knows? The Thing number 6. I've heard this has been a pretty solid book. I have not been keeping up with it, but I may order this issue number 6 variant just because it's the coolest fucking variant of the week. I don't care. Mahmoud Asrar. I love this. I love this. I love this cover. It's awesome.
I do like it. It's a nice cover.
I mean, it's got that kind of like simplicity, but like an iconic kind of look for him, like it's very well drawn.
sort
And
of.
yeah, it is actually pretty indicative of the Thing as a character, right? He's this big, imposing monster, but really, he's just a dude. You know, he's just trying to
just
enjoy his
wants
sandwich.
a hoagie.
Sandwich, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's wanting to eat his sub.
Hey, I'm
You
just
know,
trying to eat here, man. What you
wanting to
busting
eat
my
his
chops
grinder.
for?
And this book has had sort of slice of life elements in it. I mean, I know right here, the Thing has this weird helmet on,
Is Thing being Thanos right now?
or a Nova maybe.
It kind of looks like Judge Dredd, honestly.
Yep, that's what it is. It's Judge Ben Grimm. Judge Grimm.
He stole
Judge
it off
Grimm
of Big
sounds like the
Barda.
fucking book I would love to read. Okay, Ben Grimm as a judge.
Honestly, I'd be
That'd be
surprised if
awesome.
there wasn't a Judge Grimm somewhere in the
There probably
Judge
is.
Dredd universe.
There probably
I know
is.
there's a Judge Death, but
yeah, he's fun. All right, this is kind of weird. We are getting X-Force 27. This is Ben Percy. Back to it. We are getting Cerebrax. I think that's how you pronounce it, like Cerebrax.
Mm-hmm.
So there you go. We're getting a new villain, Cerebrax. We're not even sure what that is.
is it
Something
just
coming out of
evil
Cerebro?
Cerebro? Yeah.
Probably, yeah.
Evil Cerebro. Is Cerebro like sentient?
It may be. It's a
They're probably
machine.
making it sentient. I mean, they could do that whenever
Wild.
they want to,
That's
theoretically.
wild.
Oh man, now if we can get sentient Mjolnir and sentient Cerebro together, we can have
Damn.
They're all
We'll have,
becoming
like, a whole-
sentient. They're all just being huge assholes for
We
some
have
reason.
An Avengers of sentient inanimate objects.
Man,
well,
we're just getting
Tony doesn't Tony Stark have like a self-aware suit?
Yeah, he
Yeah.
has Friday. I mean, that's close enough. And they'll probably make Cap's shield sentient somehow. I
I
don't
would
fucking know.
read the hell out of that. Are you kidding me? That sounds awesome.
I mean, it's not dumber
just have
than
an accessory
other books that we've
Avengers.
seen them actually
The
do.
accessory Avengers.
It's the super props.
Oh, that's awesome.
Man, but
Okay.
we're just getting hit with X books.
X-Books this week, dude.
Yeah, they're making up for lost time, I guess.
There's 3 dope variants for the X-Force, and then we get an X-Force annual that also has a pretty cool variant cover. Who's doing the annual? It's Nadia Shamas and Raphael Pimentel. I don't even know what they're gonna do here. It looks like just a one-shot adventure here, where they're just going on a mission. I mean, I love these characters. I love Domino and Kid Omega. They're great. Oh, look at that! That's awesome. See, Wolverine using a parachute in this one. In Patch last week, he just jumped out of the fucking plane. No parachute.
He ate a lot of tree on the way
Yeah.
down, though.
And then probably the biggest book for me this week, X-Men Red.
Yeah, I mean, it's got to be. I mean, Sword was consistently one of the best X books they had going, and this is picking up where that left off.
Yep.
We get to see like Abigail Brand as the big on villain of this book.
I'm very excited to see that. Especially
she's
after
even getting her
Immortal,
fucking like Darth Vader pose in that cover there.
right. After Immortal last week, and it sort of teasing things out. I'm so excited to see these, Iraqi mutants. What is Magneto going to do now that he's gone to Mars? A hot spec book too. This whole series is spec because people are thinking that it's going to introduce a bunch of mutants, the Iraqi mutants. So,
I mean, it almost certainly will.
Yeah. Great cover here with the sort of the 3 faces of Storm. It's just awesome, man. Yeah, and I want at least 3 of these covers, dude. They're so good. But this is the one that everybody is going to be looking for. I mean, the Momoko Storm variant for this book is awesome. I've already seen it going for like $25 on eBay. It's not even out yet. Not even out yet. So yeah, huge week from Marvel. Way too big. Way too big. Moving on to Dynamite. Not much there. Some $50, reprints. Dynamite Never Dies. There's some pretty cool variants for those.
Truer words have never been spoken.
It's an author Sudam cover there. He's fantastic. He did all the Marvel Zombie stuff.
Yeah, he's pretty
Project Superpowers is back. That's fan favorite. A lot of people love that shit. It's kind of like Justice Society meets The Boys, in a weird way. Sort of like throwback.
Red well, it's isn't it a bunch of like Golden Age heroes that they got the rights for?
Yeah.
Black Terror.
But they've updated it to like almost be The Boys. You know what I mean? Where they're doing brutal shit in there. in those books. It's very violent book. Boom, this is probably their big one. Alice Ever After. I did want to show off their third variant for this, the C variant for this, from J. Scott Campbell. That is going to be highly sought after. Very cool. Anytime Campbell does anything, people jump on it. But it is a Boom book. It is, dampen Asian. It looks cool. It's, take on, obviously, Alice in Wonderland. Derp. Not bad art in there. Boom always has these underdog winners. You never know when something like that's going to hit. We'll see. It's 5-issue miniseries. Buckhead Raps, and then Jim Henson Storytellers, which I think you're still all over, huh, Dave? You still reading Storytellers?
It varies from series to series.
Yeah.
I'm not reading the current one, no.
Yeah. The first issue was just kind of okay. A bunch of toys, and then we get into everything else, Dave. Now, Spotlight.
All right.
On you.
All right. So, first book of note you've already mentioned was the Glint book.
Yeah. You have nothing before that? A lot of
no,
this week.
No, nothing.
That's cool.
Nothing until we get down to about the G's.
Here it is. It's Guilt, actually. And they actually have a preview here on this website, so we can get a look at the Diamond preview and see Morissette's art, which I love that.
It's
I think
nice.
that is just really good shit, man. Really fun art in this book. Everybody got a personality, Yeah, I'll definitely be reading this. I think I actually already have a digital copy of this. I might read this right after the show. All right, Guilt number 1 of 5.
Has a very Money Shot vibe to it. The art.
Yeah, we'll see. Yeah.
All right.
Good choice.
The next book is going to be Heavy Metal Drummer. I know I'm digging it. It's this crazy like alien invasion where aliens take over specifically women, and there's a drummer on drugs who can pretty much see what's going on. It's like, They Live meets rock and
meets
roll.
drugs.
Yeah.
That's cool. That's cool. You mentioned the Joneses?
Yeah, that's actually the next one on my list is the Joneses.
Awesome. Now, this confirms that there's an AWA shared comic book universe now, because this is spinning out of the pages of a book called The Resistance.
Which the Resistance is like crazy fun because it's basically like a virus happens and then people get power. Like a certain segment of the population get powers.
Yeah. This is some Diodato photo referential art, because that is fucking Zendaya right there. There's no way that's not Zendaya. It's hard for me to place everybody else. I'm not sure who everybody else is as far as their real world counterparts. I'm definitely
the other lady in there might be like Karen Gillian.
Oh yeah, maybe. So. But that's definitely Zendaya. So yeah, the Joneses, that's pretty cool.
Yeah. The next book of note for me is No Holds Barred.
Oh, you reading this?
Yeah, it's been pretty good.
Penultimate issue. I couldn't get into it. I read the first issue and maybe half of the second. Yeah, I just couldn't get into it. It's a fantasy shit, right?
Yeah,
I thought I was thinking of the right book.
Yeah, but it's how they speak in song kind of in the book.
Yeah.
It's been fun read.
This is kind of interesting. Nottingham, which was just a runaway success, just a dark retelling of the Robin Hood story. And it's now
the number 6 of 5.
Right? It's like they're moving forward with
like
the
Transformers.
Book. Yeah, it's like the original Transformers. Exactly what I was going to say, dude. When they ended that 50-book run, it said number 4 in a 50 issue, or number 50
80.
in a 4. Oh, 80. It was 80. That's right.
80, man.
Yeah, number 80 in a
4-issue limited series.
Yeah. Oceans Will Take Us.
That's actually the next one on my list.
Yeah, this actually looks pretty cool. Looks like underwater horror, always a winner. The first 2 pages are straight out of Jaws.
Yeah.
So yeah, fun art on that too, man. So yeah, I'll be checking this book out as well.
And then I don't know if the shop's going to get it, but I've made a note for it here just because I like the style of artwork here. Is Stargirl?
Yeah, they're definitely not going to have this.
Yeah, but it seems like it's art wise, it's up my alley.
Yeah, the coloring is all you, man. $8.
Because it kind of reminds me of that book Snot Girl, and
Yes.
it has also kind of like that Scott Pilgrim vibe, art comic Scott Pilgrim vibe to it.
Yeah.
It's one of the reasons why it stood out to me. And then the last book on my list is West of Sundown.
Yeah, this looks okay, man.
It's-
I love the design work here on this page.
That is a cool page.
Brilliant. Dude, this looks so good. I mean, there's no word balloons yet, so we don't really know anything about this preview, but just based off this, man,
I feel like
that's
it's
cool.
telling you a lot, though. You know, this is good
Yeah.
visual storytelling.
It's kind of like Vampires meets Five Goes West, apparently.
Yeah. Yep. That's what I've gotten from it. Yeah. Like a fish out of water, but with a vampire. So yeah, that looks good, dude. Yeah, I looked at that yesterday too, but we'll see. Vampire books are always hit and miss for me.
Yeah,
dude.
there's a bunch of vampire books out right now,
Yeah.
and a lot of them are just
Francavilla 1 in 75 variant. Man, that's gonna be hard to get. Ooh, and they got a foil Francavilla 1 in 100 variant. Jeez, there's a lot of variants for that.
Yeah, there's this week's got a lot of variant covers everywhere.
Dude. All right, so it's a heap and helping this week. Batman, I am reading Batman just because of the Shadow War. One Star Squadron.
One Star Squadron's probably at the top of my DC
Yeah,
list this week.
yeah,
I'll probably
that's
have to go
probably-
back and get that Shadow War Alpha that you guys have been this week. But
That was cool, dude.
Yeah,
Batman is just the worst dad. The worst dad.
The worst. He's a terrible father.
Damien's a pretty shitty son. But
Hey, that's why though.
No. Damien did nothing wrong in this issue. That was
Gomer showed me.
that.
Gomer
I
showed
showed
me
him
what
the page.
happened. Yeah, but
Batman was saving his son's
in that
life,
instance,
but-
that was a terrible thing to say to Damien, but it was probably true.
That doesn't matter.
Okay. Well, anyway, though, on the Marvel side of things, I'm looking forward to X-Men Red and like 40 other X books, I guess.
Dude.
But
Yeah.
It's too many, dude. Too
Devil's Reign,
many.
Batman, and a
oh yeah,
billion
Devil's
X
Reign
books.
for sure. That's going to be rad.
Yeah. I mean, all that big two shit. Yeah. The Mirror War, Rocketeer. I'm stoked to read Rocketeer. I'm hoping it really, pulls it off. Black Widow's wrapping.
Man, I'm looking forward to it, but that bums me out.
Bittersweet, dude. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sure Kelly will be back with another book. I wonder though, because her Captain Marvel run might be ending too. Maybe she's gonna start doing more, create her own shit or moving to DC.
Maybe.
permanently.
Does she have a Substack? I have no idea.
Yeah, everybody got a Substack. Everybody got a Substack.
everybody's got a Substack.
And I follow her, but man, honestly, some of them Substack motherfuckers just put out an email just to put out an email. Ain't nothing in it. Ain't nothing in it. It's like, man, motherfuckers are paying $8 a month for this shit. There ain't nothing in it. Ain't nothing in this email. Maybe they're getting emails that I ain't. Maybe they're done sending out the free emails that are actually worth reading. But I don't know. So yeah, a lot of good books this week. Thanks for listening, everybody. We're going to talk about all those books next week on the Sunday night show, and Adam will be there.
I'll try my
Maybe.
best.
So yeah, check out outrightgeekery.com for links to everything that we do, including you know what I never showed off? The X-Men Red Christian Ward variant.
That is
Oh,
a
shit.
nice.
Cover.
Yeah, that's a bad one to miss out on. That's really rad.
That's a 1 in 50. You're gonna have to spend like.
That's gonna be hard to
150.
get. Yeah.
That's gonna be hard to get.
I love the red blending in with the red there,
Yeah, it's perfect, dude. I mean, damn, that's a fucking just perfect cover. His eyes, he's looking into my soul. But yeah, check out the Bullies. They had a show last night. I heard it was really good. Eli actually has his own comic book coming out. He was interviewed, and that interview is going around. You can actually find that by going to outrightgeekery.com, going to our Facebook page, and the video is in there. The link to it, not even an hour old. Just keep looking at it or looking for it. It's fucking wonderful. I cannot wait to see what Eli is going to do in this book. So it's very cool. So yeah, keep coming back, y'all. We got a lot of shit going on. Thanks a lot again for listening, but most of all, yes, I can use it. Thanks to these 3 jokers for hanging out with this joker.
Always a pleasure.
We're gonna do it again next time.
Same geek time, same geek channel.
David, you should have let Adam do it.
Oh.
Who knows how many months it's going to be until we see him again?
Oh, it was awesome.
It's like a trained response. I'm sorry.
Yeah.